for storing the orders, an order actually per person, with an order number, with a total, and then which person actually has an order, right? And now, in order for me to further move on with all of this, I'm going to copy and paste basically the data source for order, okay, so that I don't have to retype everything because it's time consuming. I hope you would understand that. I'm not trying to be lazy, but just to be a little bit more helpful. Okay, I'll put it right here. Okay, and then it's really nothing. Okay, so now we have ID. Okay, that's how we renamed it. All right, take a look. These are very these are complex things, but very handy for you to realize how to also work with collections. Okay, just keep that in mind. That also falls under collection, organization, and management. So we say that, for example, right here, person ID, employee ID number 1. So basically, this person, John, has this order, then this order, and only this order. Then employee number 2 ID has this order, employee number 3 has this order. Now, the question is, how do we join these two together, right? Persons and orders, in order for us to get the right result? The answer is simply join by using Linq query, and let's see how are we going to do this. So for example, we'll start from O in orders, right? Okay, in orders, and then we'll join P in persons, okay, on, and we'll say O dot employee ID, oops, O dot employee order number. I don't see it. Employee ID. Did I type in employee ID? Order number. Oh wait, employee ID. Okay. Oops. This employee ID. Well, it could have been actually order number. That doesn't matter. It's fine. So basically, it could be all right. So order number. No. Let me check. Something is wrong right here. So I should have. Basically, I should have the. One second. Let me just think about what I've done wrong right here, if I've done anything wrong. So we say, okay, 1 second, in orders, join P in persons on O person, on O person dot employee ID, okay, equals, there we go, that was my mistake, P dot employee ID. Okay, so we say, so if you've noticed at this point, this Linq query, as I've mentioned before, is sort of similar to SQL programming language, or the structured query language for dealing with records from a database. Okay, so for those of you who know that, it will be very easy to pick it up. And then we say select a new, open up the curly braces, and we'll specify at this point the fields that we will get. So I type in just name, and then the name. On the name, I will assign P name. Oops. And then on city equals, I will assign P city. All right. And then on order number, okay, I will assign O order number. All right, you see how they come up in line. Order total, I will assign O total. Okay, very handy and very neatly organized. I mean, Linq is just awesome to actually pull out data from any type of data source. Okay, now at this point what I'm going to do is I will comment out this link and I will query through query 6. I can't use this one. All right, so for that purpose obviously I will do another for each cycle, and then I will say var in query 6. Okay, console, and then I will print the result, all right, which is I. Okay, and then I will just run this query, and then we should get all the oops. All right, let's see what happened and why. All right, I forgot to close the set right here. Okay, okay, so you see that I returned our entire actually data set, which is the correct thing to do because we did not have any work clause or something like that. So it returned everything that's related to all persons that have orders and so on. So for example, John has these 2 orders, right? And then we have Jason has this order and Monica has this order, right? So that's very handy and very nice. Now if I wanted to type to look for the properties, this guy's right here, then what I would do is I would type in name, right? Let's do some concatenation, okay? And then I would just type in city, okay? Another string concatenation, I dot order number plus, and then another order total, okay? I dot order total, which is down here. Okay, so let's see now our result should be just straight raw data. There we go, with concatenated comma separations, like in our case. Okay, which is what we wanted as well. All right, well, at this point, I'd like to thank you for this session, and we'll continue with the next session, which will cover more actually advanced things again under Linq query operations as well. So thank you.